Yeah, I'm getting hammered. I can just get them in, we might be alright. Wow, look at all that. That is not nice. This video is sponsored by Instant Gaming. Be sure to click on the link in the description to get this game for cheaper. Great Wall, the Western Front is currently available at £21.30 at the time of this recording. Brilliant game and is much cheaper than buying it from there. Make sure you get it. You can have the Victory Edition as well, which is also cheaper than there. The link is in the description. Be sure to press it before jumping on the website. You will be given a Steam key code if you are using Steam, which you can activate really easily. Be sure to check it out. And as always, thank you. Welcome back to another MoisTea gaming video. Back on the Western Front. We left it where we had just murdered everybody in Starburg. That was a deadly battle, not gonna lie. That was a little bit of a rough one, but we managed it just about. Then we have the British up here, which we are probably going to have to move down here because I want to take the capital. So what I was reckoning of doing is moving all of this, swapping it with a couple of other defending tile troops, and I have all of this lot down here on one of these tiles, just so that we can then march straight to it. Now I'm thinking from Saarburg go straight through to Karl Sheen. Once we've taken Hagen New, this will be cut off, which is good, and we can just plow our way through here, which will be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully taking this on two fronts. That will be lovely. Rest of the line is fairly sturdy, as best as it's going to be anyway. They have superior numbers on the front. We're just having to wing it as best as we can. Now they have 4 and 4. A 3 would be ideal, so I need to swap these out with a 3. Well, that's going to be tricky. Do we have a 3 down here? Because this is what it's going to be replacing. Got them.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
But really, also, I could do with it just budging up one. Or am I just being a bit of a...
Attendez les ordres.
We're going to have to move these Frenchmen up here. If we move the Frenchmen up into Wipers, or Wipers, we can then... No, we'll do it differently. Right, so the way I'm going to do this at the moment is all the troops here, apart from 3 British, because they're still locked anyway, are going to come right down here into Saarburg.
Move!
All of them, because then we can help push across and then split it into 2. All these units need to move up as well. We're going to need to have 3 units in here. So the plan is just to keep going this way, going north, straight into the capital. That's what we want to do in this. Cut this off straight away. That'll free up these troops as well. And then we should be okay. That'll hold with 3, hopefully. Cash, we've got a bit of it. We're going to have to put a supply depot in Hazebrook. Somebody reckon that they're going to attack Hazebrook. Definitely need all of these supplies here. Problem is I can't do the lot. Is there only 1 or 2 left? I might just bite it for that. But we can't even get supplies in Saarburg. They're definitely going to be attacking us there. Now, a little bit low on money, but we do have a supply depot everywhere, which is ideal. But if the enemy decide to have a gander. Now, there's nothing more that I can do apart from end the turn. I strongly suspect the enemy are going to attack Saarburg, but there's a lot of units there, so we'll see. Let's have a go. Oh, they don't attack. Interesting. But they most certainly will have moved units around. Yeah, they've got Death Stack in Rathel and so on. So we're going to have to wriggle a line. I'm just going to wriggle all the troops around to the point where this is now acceptable. So they're quite strong here now as well, which is quite annoying. I also want a supply depot in Saarburg itself. Events. Germany warns America. They're going to start doing things about shipping. Yeah, you go ahead, crack on. Let the Americans join. Ooh. We've used aircraft for civilian duties, but we've yet to truly apply them to war. We need more research to determine if they are a valid weapon. It wants us to get the fighter planes, and then we'll actually get a couple of free ones. That is nice. I'll have that. The fighter planes are good. They're a bit useless at this point. But we do want to start going down this road. It's a lot quicker than getting the tanks in. It is also another way of gradually increasing supply if we start using the pilot housing and so on. We do need to make it easier. We do want the wartime taxes. We need the rolling barrage, wherever that one's gone. We need to start going down here to get it. But if we're going to get free planes by just grabbing that, I'll take that because they are very expensive. Excellent. British air wing and a French air wing. We used aircraft in the past for entertainment and sport. Now we use them as birds of prey to hunt down enemy pilots or throw explosives down to the ground. War, as always, spurs progress. Yes, it does. So, where do we go from here? I'm just going to have to rearrange this line because it is going to be... There's several weak points on it now. This region over here has 3 versus their 3, so I've got a spare one there. Wipers, we need 3 in because there's 3 of them which they can attack from, and they'll gradually get tired. We've got 1 in Hazebrook we can steal. Aris, that can be reduced to 2. We've got 2 spare in there, that's good. I'm going to shuffle these down into Saarburg.
Move out. We have new orders.
Hopefully not grabbing all of them.
We're moving.
Then we have Noyon with 2, that's fine. Leon with 2. This is where our troubles are. These need bolstering. I'd like at least 5 in these 2 territories. Got 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 3 there. So we've got a couple.
Attention.
We've got 1 or 2 we can hit, steal from here. Verdun. Go for 4. Oh, no. We go for 3. Might have to go for 3 in Verdun.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On
This is
avance.
going to be tight. That means we've got 4 in there and 3 in there. We need more. That's at the limit. Steal one from
On a de
here.
nouveaux ordres.
They can go in Charlton.
Attendez les ordres. On y va.
You're on 2, they're on 3, they're on 2, you're on 2. This is another area of concern. We're going to have to be attacking with a mixed force, I think. 4 is not going to be enough. I need 5 in these 2.
Tenez-vous prêts.
There's a 6 there. That'll be enough, I suppose, for that. But I need at least 2 more. So we've got Colmar. We've got the Frenchman here.
Attention.
And steal
On va y aller. On a de
1 of
nouveaux
each
ordres. On
from
accélère.
there. Then we've got 5 in each. That is my minimum limit. Just over half is acceptable. And we got here, we need another one in there as well. 4 in there. 6 in there. We're going to have to swap one out to over there. Looks like we're going to have to go for this with a very mixed bag of people. They're not going to like it. They're at -5 morale because of it. But nevertheless, it should be okay. That should be fine. We can have the planes. Oh, we've got 4 sets of air wings. We can have all the planes in here, I suppose. Just because, I mean, why not? It might even be... they don't have planes yet, and our planes won't actually do anything for a little while. So now we can go on to attack Hagenu. This will cut off these units and pave the way to keep going forwards. So let's attack. This predicts a major loss. They have 5 corps here. We have the Gurkhas, the French, the British, the Belgians. We've got just about everybody in here. This will be our first mixed bag. Oh, I don't like this battle already. Look at that map. That means we can't interconnect all the areas to provide quick reinforcements. We have lots of supply here, though. Might be a bit awkward trying to deal with all these different numbers of units. The French elites are probably going to be the most used, though, because their supply is the least. So this is going to be a mess, you see. On battles like this, the artillery isn't great. So I'm going to have to see about... because I've had it before on a map like this where they've come from Y over to the command point. So I can't even make sure that that's going to be fine. It could come from anywhere. This AI is a lot better than what it was. I'm just going to try and sort out some kind of trench work. Pretty much got the layout done now. A little bit extensive. Got a little bit more supply to play with, so I might as well. I'm just debating now what troops to deploy. The elite British are probably the best at the defense because they have an additional rifle and vision range. The elite ones anyway. The Canadians are better at smoke and rolling barrage, but we don't have that unlocked yet, so there's no point doing them for any specific reason. The Indians are less effective in the French climate, but corps gain raiders without the research. Now the raiders didn't do anything last time, so I wasn't too impressed with that. But we could try and utilise them again, because what I wanted them to do was lob grenades in while they were running around, but it didn't quite work. Maybe I'd need the grenade range buff, I'm not too sure. And you've got the French, which use less supply, which is definitely good for on the attack. So we're going to stick some British in on the defence and probably primarily use the French to do the attacking with. Right, so this is what things look like. We've got some elite British units up here. They have the good range and the additional rifle damage for if the enemy decides to have a gander from this direction, which they may well yet. We've got a few machine guns to negate their lack of numbers. Over here is just an artillery blob of mess. What I've had to do, though, is do it so I've got some heavies and lights facing all directions, north and east, and all of them should cover the command point to some degree, but then I'll only have half of them available for Y and only half of them available for X. This can be used to run down here so we can resupply from this area up to A if we get attacked at A and we can't reinforce from it. So there's that. We also have this trench work, which is pretty good for the flanking attack. If it comes to it, we lose A. We can stick units in the forest and murder anything that comes. while keeping hold of this, sending units forward to try and recapture it. A couple of machine guns down there as well, just to help for the lack of numbers. And then down at B, we've got the main attacking force with only one machine gun, because I'm going to be resupplying from this area a lot, so it should be secure. And we're going to be attacking Y, simply because if I go up here and take Y, I can then utilize their trenches. At least I thought I could have done. They've done it on an angle in case the enemy decide to go on the counter-attack, but they've done it so that that won't really be possible. I was hoping they would face A or B, one or the other, so that the firing trenches would not be on the flank of a counter-attack. So we're just going to have to wing that, but regardless, take Y and then go through this forest, bombarding some of this hopefully, and just legging it in straight there, avoiding the fire, and then moving on, if they haven't given up by this point, over here and attack this on the flank. So we shall see. Covering, I've got my first balloon in as well, because we've got the extra supply because the British are here. We have lots of machine guns around here, because this is going to be, if we lose the artillery, we've pretty much lost the battle, so need to make sure we keep hold of it. Got 4 elite British in there as well. Bit stingy on the defense. I'm gonna have to keep 2 here in case the enemy decides to have a gander. We can shuffle the units down there quickly from this area, but we're just gonna have to go for it. So first things first.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
I don't know which
Préparez un barrage total.
does what. It's not showing me on the map.
Rechargez pour le tir de barrage. Établissez les positions.
The ones which are facing this
Équipe
way.
prête. Préparez-vous, soldats. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
Can do that, and then these ones I can put in a separate hotkey, just so that I know. So 1 is right, 2, I'm gonna have to swap these around, I'm gonna get these confused.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Préparez-vous à recevoir les
There we
ordres
go.
de tir.
2 is right, 1 is left. There we go. Excellent. So we should have 2 lights, 2 heavies facing that way, and the same in the other ones. They should all tickle the command post as well. So 2 heavies. We can start bombarding some of this, because we're going to be coming from this direction. These are going to be the ones which are most threatening to us, so we can bombard that a bit. And over here, we're not going to be attacking this for now, but we can start hitting it at least. It might even be, yeah, we'll just start hitting it because we can. If the enemy decides to attack, I want it so it's a little bit easier. No point doing suppression yet, because that won't do anything. Get the balloon up in the air and start time slowly. Straight away we're going to be hitting them. These are on slow-mo. There we go, so we're going to start hitting them. Now, that balloon is not the best, but it is significant enough so that we can see what's going on. They have artillery over there, which is interesting. They've got lots of units in there, which we can now actually start hammering. Now, I'm wondering if the enemy are going to start coming down. Oh, their balloon is here. So if their balloon's there, they're going to see us coming a mile off. That is the heavy battery. We could just send 1 unit over to go and murder that.
Stand by for orders.
Because we can.
Get moving.
That is exposed. All of this we could just start slowly battering. Just debating. I don't know if the enemy are actually going to go on the counter-attack. They like to do this when I don't want them to. Presuming that all of this is full. Don't have good vision on this, that's the only problem. I think it's safe to say it will be full. We're just going to have to ram our way in. These aren't going to be too much of a threat at the beginning, because they'll arc down here and down here. They'll only start shooting at us at the last minute, but we can suppress them anyway. We can actually suppress all of this, which is actually pretty good. So we could suppress this And then we'll only have one more, which will probably just be the beginning lot. And once we're in, we're in. This does need weakening, though. The enemy have planes. Damn it. Our planes aren't ready. They must have got their planes real early. Just because I've got it on slow-mo and the game doesn't know how to handle it. But getting rid of
We need to go.
that artillery would be wonderful. That is a balloon-busting mission. Our artillery is ready to go again. We could take out their balloon. Not entirely sure where their thing for it is, though. Oh, they are actually shooting me now because we're in range.
On the double now.
Just get them right on it. Doesn't matter at this point. Go, chaps, go. I know for a fact, though, that they've got 2 in there. That could do with being taken care of. We're going to need to be continuously hammering these areas, gradually weakening them. We can see where their machine guns were. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't use our aircraft, so the enemy are going to be taking out our balloon for the good duration of the entire battle.
We have new orders. We need to hold this
Get these troops over there, and we're going to start thinking about moving forward. I don't know what other artillery they have. I'm presuming they've got more around the command trench. But until those aircraft disappear, we can't really do anything. I'd like them to start coming at me. We need to get rid of that balloon first. We're just gonna have to do it.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Hopefully that would have hammered those quite well. The raiders might actually come in handy here.
On doit tenir cette position. Attention.
Let's get these up.
On avance.
Then we can get these raiders in as well. I can't send them all in because they'll get fighting in here and then end up stopping. So they will push us back. Hoping the grenadiers will actually do some good on this.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Might even just tell them to move a little bit down here, but they will be at risk from artillery fire.
On doit y aller.
That is the only problem.
Attendez les
I'm
ordres.
just going to have to do this carefully.
Allez, on accélère.
The artillery is nearly ready to go again. They're now actually hitting their own artillery. This is definitely causing them some confusion, but it is also destroying us. They do have more artillery. It's causing them to fire at various other things rather than us, which is nice.
Ready yourselves. Charge! Attention.
Tell these to go home and replace them out with another lot. This could actually help us a lot in keeping the enemy from firing at us. So this is the problem we have now. There's a machine gun. That needs to be suppressed. And that will also need to be suppressed. We can get these in. Get these raiders run through. That area of trenches now stopped. We need to keep bombarding this area. Weaken it all. We can have some more elite British over here to replace them. We are taking that command, taking out the thing. We are actually starting to murder these quite a bit. Might even murder the back line first. Send them forward. Come on, chaps. The artillery is now ready. Now the problem is that if I suppress this, it'll also suppress our raiders, but we're going to have to do it. You're just done at this point. You get in there. You also get in there. Hopefully these will start hammering the enemy. It now. Take care of that real quick. These run in. Where's the other raider? They need to get over there as well. Actually going to lose this engagement, so we need to start getting some of these in immediately.
We have new orders. The brass wants this piece of ground.
There's another machine gun. We can hammer that one, or at least hammer this over here. They're slowly throwing grenades at that, but it's not going to be enough. Balloon is down, good stuff. Send these troops over here. Get these other two in this section. Now we can get some Frenchmen in. Replan right here, which is nice. Hopefully not right into the middle of the artillery. What do we have down here now? Nothing. So if the enemy come at me from there, I'm a bit done, but it doesn't matter. We are taking this, which is good. We're in the trenches, so we're safe. These need to be bombarding some of this again. We do have the machine guns to deal with at that area at some point. We have taken care of that. Their planes are out of the area, so we can get the balloon back up. We can move these up slightly. It's quite nice on slow-mo. Trying to be a little bit more coordinated, and it's working well. This is where the other enemy troops are. They have this fully manned, so that's asking for some barraging. The enemy are reinforcing from there. Ooh, if I station some troops there, might be able to shoot some of them at least. Because they can't reinforce from this area anymore. You might as well just go home, because you're very much done. That machine gun needs to be taken care of, so you go up there. You run in there. The enemy may come and try to take this area of trench. Both of you need to go in there now instead of there, because they're going to bomb it. And then we've got these troops over here, which we can have one or two run into there. Better keep one back. We can fill it with a British man, I suppose. Elite British, this one? Yep. Have one in there. Now this will be interesting if the enemy keep trying to reinforce from that area. This is going to be a bit of a nuisance. They are going to continue to keep bombarding me. Oh, spread out, lads. Quick, spread out. Right, only one of you need to get blown up. That is heavy artillery fire. They are sending more planes in. I've just spotted that. They're going to get taken out, I think. Coming out that machine gun. I thought it would have been out of the firing arc, but apparently not. Two spares. We can get some more Gurkhas in. I don't know how effective they were, but it's worth another go. These did actually get in there, but they're all at the wrong end of it, so they're probably going to get blacked trying to take care of that now. Now we need to start thinking about pressing forwards. We have this artillery which we can start hammering this with more. We have lots of supply available. We do want to start hitting this more as well. And go through this bit of forest. That is now taken care of, so you can just go home. I think this is going to be mostly secure. Might even have the one British in there while we have these further up here. Do want that balloon up in the sky, but we can't yet. We can keep hammering this though. Hopefully we can come at that from an angle.
On doit y aller.
ऑर्डर करने लिए स्टैंड बाय रहो वक्त दे रहो
Ah, I brought in the wrong Indian
Attention.
troop. I wanted the raiders. I brought in the wrong one. There's more artillery, heavy stuff.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Wondering if they can
On a
run
de
that
nouveaux ordres.
way.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Attendez les ordres.
Well, these run this
On avance.
way. There's more artillery there.
जाना चाहिए है
There is a machine
Chargez
gun.
l'artillerie. Tirez avec
Get rid
votre
of that.
Tenez-vous prêts. Le commandement veut cette
Get
position.
them right in there.
Établissez les positions. Vérifiez les
They
bords.
still have
Préparez
units
nos
in
cibles.
there. You can start dealing with that.
Équipe prête.
Have another machine gun there. Get that reinforcement. They are shooting at us
तुम्हें ऑर्डर मिले हैं हमें था बचानी पड़ेगी
from that trench.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
That is fully occupied, so that's going to be
Sur la
difficult.
ligne.
It's definitely going to cost us
On a de nouveaux ordres. On tient cette
with
position.
troop numbers.
ऑर्डर करने लिए
They are getting hammered.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Établissez le barrage. Pilonnez cette position.
अपने आप ਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਰ
If I
करो
can just get them in, we might be alright. Gonna have to do just sending troops in at this point.
Tenez-vous prêts. On y va.
All the way down this line here. Get more Frenchmen in. Can't place them directly in the forest.
Attention, en position de tir. On a de nouveaux ordres. Retraite. Renfort, au rapport.
Actually doing them significant damage. We need to take care of that area.
On ne peut pas gagner.
Can't shoot us from there, but we're still going to be
Commencez le
losing that
barrage.
bit. Now we've got these over.
Attendez les ordres.
Get this other French troop in. We can get more French. Sorry, French. I'm using your
Renfort,
guys.
prêt. On est arrivé. On attend les ordres. Allez, on
Seem to
accélère.
be a little bit better at it. We need to be sending in 4 at least, so the fire is more
On a de nouveaux ordres. Mettez-vous en
spread
position.
out. Need to keep bombarding this area. I keep
Chargez
forgetting to
l'artillerie.
do
Préparez-vous
that.
pour le barrage. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Établissez les positions. Rechargez pour un
There's only
barrage.
so many troops they can actually have in there.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez les ordres. Formation d'escarmouche.
We actually won that engagement. That's nice. If they can actually hold that while our troops get
On a de
in,
nouveaux ordres. Cette position est à nous. On a de nouveaux ordres. On doit tenir cette
it's
position.
not going to last long
Tenez-vous
though.
prêts. Le commandement
Need to
veut
get
cette position.
right on the side of it.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Équipe prête. Vérifiez les coordonnées.
Bombard
Le barrage.
this because it's there.
Attention. On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne. En position de tir.
Get them
On a de nouveaux
in.
ordres.
Get these right on the side. This is looking okay so far. Don't want to run out of time though.
En marche.
These units are a little stuck because we can't really hit their artillery.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Établissez le barrage.
Trying to get some more of that dead. We are now actually starting to take this little area,
Attention.
but this will be 2
On y
done.
va. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Not doing too bad, I don't think.
On a de nouveaux
Once we
ordres.
have this corner under our control,
Attendez les ordres.
we're going to be a lot better off.
Mettez-vous en position. Levez le drapeau blanc. Tenez-vous prêts.
Need them to engage, so that's it.
Attention.
And these can run
Préparez-vous sur
in.
la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne. On a
Move
de
these
nouveaux ordres.
down.
En position de tir. Attendez
Doing
les
this in
ordres.
quite a nice methodical manner. More Frenchmen required.
On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
Bringing in the French best. More troops are there, so I need to start bombarding that. Oh, here they come. Sending units over now.
Chargez l'artillerie.
Préparez-vous
Préparez-vous
cette
pour le
position.
barrage. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie. Établissez les positions.
orders.
Yeah, they don't like that, do they? They're going to be coming through this forest. Might even be a good idea if I can actually
Move out.
get some troops in
Équipe
there.
prête.
We
Tir
can
de barrage.
suppress
Cette
these.
position. Préparez-vous, soldats. Le barrage ordonné. Pilonnez cette position. Préparez-vous à
That
recevoir
might
les
come
ordres.
handy. They are definitely coming for a gander. I think we've
Tenez-vous prêts, on avance.
picked the hornet's
Laissez
nest.
les armes, on y va.
Get them in there real quick.
Formez les
I'll
rangs,
be a
on ne
lot
peut pas
better
gagner.
off.
Attention. Préparez-vous sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Need to clear this out
Attendez
as
les
well. Right, come on, chaps.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Uh-oh.
On doit y aller.
Don't go that way, you're going to get
Attention.
murdered.
Chargez
There's plenty of them here. We can just keep suppressing this entire area. Not prevent them. While we keep hammering it. Things should be okay. It's working quite nice so far. Keep this rolling over. Don't know why all these are out of the trench. I think that is everybody over here, so now we can deal with this artillery. Might send all of these half-dead troops home. Get another British man up here. Oh, we've already got one there. Send this dude here. We have held off that minor attack. We can start bombarding that some more now. Better get ready for the counter. Need this artillery done now. That would be nice. Get in there. Get these half-dead ones sent home. And we get some fresh troops in. This is the artillery that's firing now. This is why we need rid of this first. Get some more Frenchmen in. See about getting some of the Gurkhas. Where did they go? The Gurkhas, get them in. Oh, we get all of our troops in this forest. Far from one or two. They are still sending units over. They still want to do the counter-attack. We have to start hitting some of these MG nests, so the ones which can hurt us are probably this one. Get some suppression on it as well, just to make sure it actually gets murdered. They reload really quickly, so that's not a bother. All of that is going to get blapped. I think they're going to be fairly safe, but I'm not risking it. Keep one in the command trench, or just at least one near it. We do have hold of it, so it's not going to be at risk. Still keep sending troops in. Lots of them. Probably means that they're going to be going for another gander. Oh, we can get the balloon up again. We're just going to need fighter planes now to legit just defend our balloon. This is going to be a bit... Wow, look at all that. That is not nice. We could just start hammering it all. So much here. That is ridiculous. That is just something else. None of these can even shoot at them. We're going to need to leave a couple of units in the forest for when they start to get giddy. That is a lot, man. That really is a lot. I don't know quite how we're going to get in there. We've got 7 minutes to just bombard them to death, I suppose. This might do something. We can take care of some of these ones in the open. None of these can actually hurt the enemy. Could be better than nothing. It would be hurting them, but I don't know how much. There's another one gone. Sending a couple just around. Still 7 minutes of bombardment work. Hard to say. We're in the big juicy clumps. That'll certainly not do them any good. It can hurt them. The ones which are around and exposed for the light artillery. Keep sending units up to investigate where they can attack, but they're never going to get anywhere. There's another one gone. Just keep sending them in. This is going to be a massive casualty mess for them.
prête. Ordre de tir de
Got
barrage
plenty over
donné.
here.
Préparez-vous, soldats. Tir de barrage, pilonnez ces ici.
Problem is, if I attack that, that's just going to be such a mess. Do you want cat?
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
Do keep sending units in.
Chargez l'artillerie. Préparez-vous pour le barrage. Commencez le barrage. Établissez les positions.
See, this is just
Rechargez pour un
insane.
barrage de zone.
Look at the numbers that they have.
Équipe, tir de barrage ordonné.
Keep sending them in though.
On a nos cibles.
I'm not going to say no to 3 murders. Another one gone. Don't think we're going to do enough damage in time, to be fair. Depends on how many cores they have left. I think they'll have quite a few. They are sending a few troops up this way now. They're getting desperate.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les
It's
ordres
fine
de
by
tir.
me. If they want to go for the men that are in the forest, sure,
Rechargez pour
go
le tir de
for it.
barrage. Pilonnez cette position. Chargez l'artillerie. Établissez les positions. Ordre de tir de barrage donné. Commencez le barrage.
Cannot attack that straight on, not unless they're beacon more.
Équipe, vérifiez les
Do appear to be lessening, actually.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir. On a nos cibles.
Might even be worth a try sometime soon.
Chargez l'artillerie. Tir de barrage sur cette
Do have
position.
4
Établissez
minutes.
les positions. Tir de barrage ordonné. Pilonnez cette position.
Just don't think it's going to be enough. They have stopped sending units, I think, to reinforce the area. Getting in here is going to be an absolute nightmare. Doesn't help that they don't really have anywhere to go, so they're not actually getting in the trenches. If we can get them in the trenches, it might even be a little bit easier. There'll be less of them firing because they can only fire from one fire step.
Équipe, prête. Chargez les obus légers. Préparez-vous.
Keep going a little bit more. We're sending those guys over.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres.
Take out a bit of this. Make life a little bit easier. I think they may have run out. We're gonna have to go for it. They're not gonna give in, I don't think. All of these need to get in the forest. The forest. There we go. Yeah, they're just waiting to go in the command trench now. Well, not in the command trench, just in the trenches themselves. We can. That's looking a lot nicer. Still wasn't great, but we're gonna have to go for it. I'm going to set up a load of unit orders. We're going to go straight through 2, 4, 6, 8. Got quite a lot there. We could even then attack potentially from this direction as well. So I'm going to get these units over. Ooh. There we go. They're just sending those over. We're going to go for it. We're going to have every man ready. Get the orders set up. Right, off we go. Get ready with the artillery, get the heavies on the back. Hopefully we can suppress the forwards. Wait. Wait. Now. Go, chaps, go, 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 go. Please go. We've got one troop shooting at you. Please get in there quickly.
Ready yourselves.
We're going to need to restock these pretty quickly if any do perish. We are actually in. We can suppress this machine gun quickly. One of them give up. We are in. The raiders seem to be doing something. They're throwing grenades at least. How was that? Yes. Ah, yeah, there we go. Now they surrender. Excellent. I'll accept that. What a good do. I think we'd crushed them at that point anyway. That bombardment was worth it for about 5 minutes. It softened them up enough. I did not fancy sending men in when there was that many of them just sat there ready to go. They couldn't do anything by that point. Excellent. The ratios are getting better. 1 to 3. We lost 5,000. They lost 15,000. Not bad for an attack. Nice, good tactics. They paved the way there. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Am I adjusting to the eliteness of the game? Another big hit to national will. And that province has lost 1 star. Excellent. Nothing more for us to do bar from end the turn. Everything seems secure. Let's end the turn. Actually, no. I'm going to leave this there. Ha! Right. I will see you with the next one. Thank you for tuning in if you have, and I will see you in a bit.